He was everything a giant should be. Grown men feared him.
He got so mad he reached down and grabbed the car and he turned it upside down on the sidewalk with the 4 guys in it.
Little girls loved him.
When he kissed you, you knew he was a giant. He could take up your whole face with his lips.
He grew and grew and grew to become the biggest attraction in professional wrestling, or any other sport for that matter.
Andre the Giant was the most recognizable sports figure of the 20th century, along with, of course, Muhammad Ali.
In the summer of 1986, 92,000 people filled the Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan to see Hulk Hogan wrestle Andre the Giant for the heavyweight championship. It was the largest audience ever assembled under one roof for a sporting event. Yet there were no sports writers present, since the media didn't consider wrestling to be a sport. Throughout a 20-year career...
I'm pretty sure we're watching the wrong documentary. This isn't the right one. No. No, this isn't. No, can you change it? Yeah, I'm positive this is not the right one. We're doing something about civil liberties. Yo, okay, how do you change it? Oh, like press this button? Do I press this one? Oh, like that? Oh, it changed. Okay. Okay. Oh, here we go. The United States, probably one of the greatest nations on Earth, and probably the universe, and I can vouch for that. History Channel has put together a documentary on the top court cases in the United States history that have dealt with civil liberties. Now, every once in a while a court case comes along that can alter and change a whole nation. And in this documentary we will show you which ones are those that I speak of. This is really long. Can we cut this? This is a lot of footage. Oh, this is a lot. How do you... Yeah, no. This is too much. I ran out of stuff to say, to be honest. I don't... Huh? Yeah. When do I say the History Channel, like the title, and when do I say that? Oh. This has been brought to you by... the History Channel.
Hello, and welcome to the History Channel, a channel dedicated to the historic history of the historical age of history. My name is Professor Wigglebutt. I am currently a chef at the Glendale Community College, a very, very distinguished school for only the most credited scholars. I just recently returned from my trip to the food court. And speaking of courts, I'd like to tell you about some of the most important court cases. In United States history, I, on behalf of the History Channel, have carefully chosen and picked every case to show you with complete precision. Here they are.
Some of the most important cases dealing with civil liberties are Plessy versus Ferguson, Plessy versus Ferguson, Ferguson, and Brown versus the Board of Education, BOARD, space education, and of course Dred Scott versus Sanford, DREDSCOTT versus V. Sanford, SANFORD. Isn't this exciting? I am so thrilled right now. I am just so excited to be going over these court cases with you. It is truly an experience that I would never like to miss. Of all these court cases, I find these three to be the most important and most significant and most exciting. All of these court cases have taken place here in the Supreme Court in Washington, D.C. I'm not talking about Washington Mutual or Washington the State or Denzel Washington, the credited African-American actor. I am talking about Washington, D.C. It's not even in a state. We have had justices for the longest time who decide on these court decisions. Here they are. We've had the same one since 1710. And the year was 1896. Discrimination was legal, and whites and blacks were separated from each other. They were separate, but equal. One man decided to stand against this law and against the Constitution and against the state, because he saw this as unfair and unjust. This man was Homer Plessy. He stood against the unfair and unjustness. He was born in 1863, and he was born with rights, and they were taken away during the Reconstruction era. Plessy, curiously, was 1/8 black. Exciting, isn't it? He sat in a railroad car that was assigned for white people. A white man told him to get up of the car, and he said no. He was later arrested and tried in court. The court ruled against him with an ununanimous vote. Plessy had lost, and separate was equal remained legal and constitutional. This remained until the Brown versus Board of Education case later in our country's history. In the early 1950s, segregation had become outlawed and was still practiced in places of public education such as schools. The ice cream looks so good. What are you looking at? Now, segregation in public spaces was still allowed and was still constitutional. Now, a court case that declared this unconstitutional was called Brown versus Board of Education. In case you didn't get that, it was Brown versus Board of Education. Yeah. It took place at the Supreme Court, and many came to see this landmark court case that would go down in our history. After one of our oldest justices died, Aaron Warren was brought onto the staff of the Supreme Court to rule in this case. He became the hand and the face and the foot and other foot of this case. Now, people said that states should be able to choose, but the Supreme Court ruled no, and in a unanimous decision, they decided to outlaw segregation in public schools. Now, separate or equal became unconstitutional. Though this can be seen as progression, many disagreed with it. Many were angered, many were so mad that they even changed the flag. What the heck, man? Come on. After this came a long fight to get into the schools with the Little Rock Nine. There is one of the Little Rock Nine coming into school with the book. Is that a book? Yes. Yeah, it's a book. Right behind that is someone giving out anger and hate. There's a security guard saying, "Hey, look at my finger." Let's zoom out. Oh, let's zoom in. Zoom in. Let's do that. Yes. Okay. Okay. This is our 32nd president, George W. Bush, who issued the doctrine and the Monroe Doctrine, and he's bold. He sent in 12 troops. That's literally all he sent. He sent in 12 troops, and that's them running. Are you gonna help her pick up a book? No? Okay. And what went on in the hallways is not even known. It is secret. but we have the exclusive footage of what went on inside the school that day. Here we are, for the first time ever. Exclusive footage.
Man, I love being at this new school. It is so cool. But I hate when security guards follow me. Hope they don't follow me.
I'm just coming out of class, minding my own business. Hope no one throws something at my face today. Don't! Ouchie! Stop it! Why? Hey, how you doing? Hey! That's my new face! I'm calm and I'm relaxed, and I'm relaxed and I'm calm, okay?
Hey, just calm down.
Hey, you there, Louise? Hey, you!
Hey, what's going on here?
In 1857, a new court was brought to the Supreme Court. It was Dred Scott versus Sanford. Now, this court has been regarded as North versus South, simply put, because Dred Scott was from the South and was legally transferred to the North Free State of Illinois from the slave state of Missouri. Now, him and his master came legally, and after his master died, he claimed to be free since he had lived on free soil. Dred Scott's case was considered one of the worst decisions of all time. Professor Snape decided that Dred Scott could not be free, and many disagreed. And this court case has forever. The Dred Scott decision has been considered one of the worst ones of all time. The Supreme Court did not sway with public opinion, but rather did. Dred Scott case showed how the Supreme Court could overlook public opinion, and it has gone down as one of the worst decisions of all time, showing that slaves are property, not people, but rather. The case showed that slaves are not people, but rather property, which means that slaves are considered to be property, not people. And what I mean by that is that slaves are property, not people.
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up, live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for stopping by to the History Channel. We hope you enjoyed our show, and we hope to see you next time when we review books and movies about books and books about movies. Stop it. Stop it. Stop. Stop it. Stop it. Stop. No.